Hey there, Manifestors. Thanks for joining me for your intuitive reading. If you're new to the channel, I do my readings based on the 5 human design types. I use tarot, oracle cards, and sometimes runes. And my readings are non-date specific. So if it resonates with you at this time, then it's your message. Okay, let's get started. All right, so I think you are in the process of the seer coming out here, of doing some self-healing. And specifically with the maiden coming out here, I think it has to do with your inner child. Remembering the wisdom of your inner child, reigniting your curiosity, your sense of wonder, your desire to play, but also going back to those moments that sometimes we don't have the ideal circumstances of nurturing that we really need when we're younger. And at the time, we're children. We don't have the means to properly process what has transpired, and so our mind, our ego, our body sort of isolates that little piece and files it away for a time when we are older and we are in a place where we can actually handle going back to that piece, unwrapping it, unraveling it, and healing it, forgiving it, and letting it go. I think many people are walking around every day carrying things from their childhood, being triggered by things from their childhood and not realizing it. So it really feels like you are having this opportunity right now where you can go back and heal a piece that you are strong enough now to go back and look at and review. And the great thing is that you're healing something that feels uncomfortable, that maybe sometimes can cause not ideal behavior in your adult life. So it's clearing that up, but it also is sort of reigniting, do you remember how fun it was to be a kid and how imaginative you were, and maybe you hadn't been told yet what you were and weren't good at, and so you were just excited to try everything, and you were curious about people and life and nature and how it all worked, and it's a really good thing to come back to, that excitement. You were just following your gut of what felt good, what felt exciting. This is a very sweet card, and with the Ace of Bows coming out, the spark of life, it just feels like, it's a fresh start. Clearing that up allows you to have a fresh start. You're starting to, through this healing process, there's a lot of forgiveness going on. And you're walking away from something that you've really been struggling with. Something that really made you feel like you were an outsider out in the cold. You were having to find your way on your own. It was treacherous. It was cold. And you're starting to, that's all thawing out, and you're letting these emotions flow with Tabera of the Waters, Water usually talks about emotions. So all that pent up emotion, the things that you've been shoving down that you couldn't deal with right away, the old hurt, the sadness, the frustration. You're moving into a place of more forgiveness and the ability to resolve conflict in a really constructive way, you know. The next card out here is the Bodacious Bodoc. He came out reversed. So this is somebody. It could be you, but I'm going to guess here it's somebody who almost always makes the situation worse. They make it complicated, they make it messy, and like they don't always do the right thing. They're always like meddling or yeah, just making things complicated, making it messy. But they're finally getting it right. And relating to the injustice card, like maybe they're finally doing the right thing. They're finally doing the right thing. And you're just super stoked about it, the celebration card. It's like, finally, I've been trying to get through to you. I've been trying to put up with you. And I guess the thing that came to me when I'm thinking about, because this feels, you could look at this and feel like this feels separate from what we've just been talking about. But the magic is that when we work on ourselves, these pieces of ourselves, and we heal those things, that it actually affects our dynamic with other people. People that we constantly had tension with, conflict with, we might find that suddenly you might not go from, you know, having an intense hate of somebody to loving them, but you could move from a place of like just grating frustration and anger to neutrality. Like, bounces right off of me, like, whatever. And that's the magic of doing our inner work and clearing up that stuff, is the changing the inner world changes the outer world. And you can really recognize that in how other people are responding to you. So I think that's super exciting and positive. Let me know what you think, if this resonates with you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.